back here in France, in this distinguished community here in the Wexford County. It's true, it's not my first time, it's my second, I would say even my third time here. So you see, it's testified already that it's a nice place where to be. If I had with great pleasure accepted to come when the invitation was extended to me, it's not only because of the subject, it's not only heritage, it's also because I know there is a vibrant community which is willing to use its history, as you mentioned, John, its history as an element for development, as an element to rediscover the past, but also in order to help build the future. And that was exactly one of the elements that we discussed with you, with many in the county council. What could be done around this Norman heritage? There have been already some initiatives taken in Ireland around the Viking heritage, but this Norman part of the Irish heritage so far was quite, I would say, ignored, underestimated, put aside, I don't know. At the same time, it's one of the most interesting, probably, part, not the only one, but part of the Irish history. Because, yes, from a certain point of view, it was the first success of Tourism Ireland. You invited the Normans, unfortunately they stayed, they always stayed. But on the second, and this might be the negative downside of it, the fact that after all, it was an invasion. After all, they took over. After all, this had dramatic consequences also on the Celtic heritage of Ireland, because there were few people taking power, sometimes, overtaking it from others. So this negative aspect might be one of the reasons for which for so long this was not maybe put forward. On the other side, when you consider it, and probably that was one of the elements that was mentioned during the different sessions so far, let's remember that those Normans at one stage, very few time after their arrival, were branded by our great neighbors, the British, as more Irish than the Irish. They became so embedded, they became so Irish, they so much integrated that they finally helped develop, joining the forces and the talents of the two branches of the heritage, the Celtic one and the Northern one, a very original society, which might have been in the future of an independent Ireland at one stage, if some military initiative and political initiative had not been taken by England at that time. It could have been a very original way of development for the island of Ireland. The question is not to discuss what could have happened. The question is much more to rediscover perhaps the way these two approaches, the Norman and the Irish, did meet, integrate, and help build the younger battles and the bloody encounters, build something original. The purpose this evening for me in coming was to reflect on what could it be that we might rediscover. The first thing is that probably this region, because it was a point where the Normans first arrived, has probably more than the rest of the island of Ireland, something in link with Normandy. Normandy today is a region in France of over 3.5 million inhabitants. It's a rather wealthy region. It's a densely populated one. And it's also a region which has a strong cultural heritage. And this cultural heritage is close from Ireland, close from this region. And what strikes me is that so far there have been probably very few initiatives taken to try to see if the Normans came from this part of France, if it is such a rich traditional cultural region in France, what have eventually the Normans brought here, and what are the characteristics that you might encounter on a daily basis that you eventually don't notice at first hand, but which are illustrating the fact that yes, we are in a part where the Normans settled at one stage. But beyond this question of what is of Norman significance, might be also, we might go a little further and say, what have been the blends? How did the influence mix and create maybe a unique Norman heritage in this region?